being used by somebody. Welcome, everybody, to the live stream. I'm Dr. Flo. I'm a motivational singer and speaker who reminds you and everyone online every day that you are loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable. You're always going to be loved and lovable. And I especially do my work for the 800,000 people who this year feel so low in their vibration that they may not want to make it to next year. And so Caden B is here. K Boogie, as I call him. K6, a lot of snacks as our dungeon master in Love and Action Network. He's here this morning to hold space with us as one of our super hosts on Love and Action Network and just to be loved. And so in any ways that we can be loved this morning, welcome back, Miss Bad. I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays, as they say in the South. Love wins. Love wins. I promise you love wins. No matter what you're going through, love is an amazing medicine. And so I'm so grateful that you came back through over on TikTok to chill with us. We'll be here for about 25 minutes a day unless the spirit takes control. Talking about the theme of this week in our network, which is integrity, and also talking from the card. So I'm going to let Caden this morning tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop so I can, we can pull this mindful message card. It's going to guide our discussion.
Stop.
Do you want the top or bottom card?
Right off the top today, off the dome.
Off the dome. We love it. We love it. Mindful message. What are you saying to us? Oh, wow. Fun card today, folks. Here's your mindful message. Love does win, Miss Bad. Thank you for talking to me this morning. Some people over on TikTok are scared of my happy vibes, but I promise you, happy is going to win it. Here's the mindful message card for the day that our dear brother, a lot of snacks, pulled for us. The card and the mindful message that Spirit wants you to feel and hear today is nurture. Doesn't matter if you got that divine masculine energy that we were talking about before we started or the divine feminine energy. We all deserve to nurture ourselves. The affirmation says, it's okay to want to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to myself, days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel, and I take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. It's good for you, Miss Bad. Then Miss Bad over on TikTok, Caden says, I've been working on me real hard. This is good. Art of working on yourself real hard means, oh, yes. She's saying, if those are your pronouns, I apologize if they're not. She says, he pulled that card just for me. Yes, we all need to nurture ourselves. If you've been working on yourself real hard, I want to invite you to bring in a gentle, nurturing piece. I want you today to everybody, I want you to love yourself like a newborn baby child. There's a song that I love that I used to sing called I Will Be Gentle with Myself, okay? I'll be gentle with myself. I will love myself like a newborn baby child. Some of us in life are treating ourselves unlike newborn baby children. Some of us are using the bat on ourselves than using the feather. I want to encourage you all today to not use a bat when it comes to you, but to use a feather. You can still nudge yourself along, but I almost had there's a joke in there that I can't use on TikTok, but just get the feather, get the feather cuffs. Not the real ones, if you know, get the rose petals, okay? Do not be mean-spirited to yourself. I've been challenged recently in this community that sometimes when I am doing my work and explaining things to people or moving things along, they told me this week that I can have a mean streak, that I can be really direct and mean and not so respectful when it comes to getting the things I need out of the community or getting the things out myself. That's something to look into. You can't be mean, Dr. Flo, and whatever that means. And we know what it means, but whatever that means. And because mean is one of those things where it's like, am I being mean or am I holding you in accountability? I don't know. But if people are feeling mean, that's not what I want to put forth. I want to be a nurturing presence. That's what I'm working on. And oh my God, I just found this song the other day. It's so good. It's so good. Nurture yourself today, folks. Love yourself. There's a little, Kaden can see it. There is a couch, a comfy couch on the car. It's okay to want to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to myself, days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel, and I take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. Oh my goodness. So we're going to move over ever so briefly. I'm pulling it up into today's chakra. As you all know, if you've been here for many, many months with us, it's been like almost a year. Oh my God. I think this month is a year that we've been doing the 7-day pillar challenge. And every Thursday, we talk about the throat chakra. If you want someone to nurture you, or if you want to nurture yourself, I promise you it's going to come from setting clear boundaries. Okay. There's probably someone in your life that's going to text you, right? There's probably someone in your life that's going to email you. Most of us, I work for myself, but Poppy Water's coming home at 3, and we love to see it. And so, unless you ask people in your community and in your network to help you nurture you, to give you the space to relax and simply be yourself, you just may not get it. You just may not have it. And I want you to have a happy life. I want you to have a healthy life. I want you to have a life that is free from all suffering. And part of that comes from nurturing yourself and speaking up for your needs and speaking up when you need to be nurtured. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the throat chakra today. I know some of y'all don't believe in chakras at all. That's your business. Chakras are an energetic center of the body. It's just a place where we put our minds on the attention of the things we want. We want to know from our root chakra who we are, who I am. We want to know from our sacral chakra how we feel. I feel. We want to know from our solar plexus chakra what we're doing in life. What are you doing with your life? Are you being kind to yourself? Or are you being mean to yourself? I do is the solar plexus chakra. Then yesterday on Wednesday, we moved up into our heart, the heart chakra. Chakra is a Sanskrit word that means wheel. These are just energetic wheels that turn in our body. They could be imaginary, folks. I don't fucking know. I don't care. Like it's something that I've found that helps me know, oh, I'm stuck in my heart. I'm stuck in how I'm loving. I can choose to work with my heart chakra all into deeper love. We're moving from heart chakra yesterday up into our throat chakra. The mantra of the throat chakra is I speak. Are you speaking up for yourself and your needs? Are you speaking your desires in the world? Are you telling people who you want to be? Caden came in here hot, and I love it in life, like into the org, because he's like, I want to live stream. I want to do the gaming. I would never have known that unless he spoke up. And so no one is coming to save you, folks. We have a saying, I lived in New York for 10 years, so I'm a recovering New Yorker. And in New York, they say closed mouths do not get fed. For all you people out there expecting your lovers and your family and your friends and your bosses to read your mind, no one's going to read your mind. You can't read people's mind. How many times in the last week have you gone, huh? That's what people want, right? That's how you feel? That's how you really feel? All right. That kind of energy. And this is universal, folks. This is not about anyone today or one particular energy. We all in life have felt this kind of like, well, damn, that's what it is. But speaking up and opening your throat chakra, becoming clear in your communication, honoring your truth, honoring your emotional wellness. That's all the throat chakra. If you're out there today and you're having an issue with communicating your feelings, raise your hand in the room if sometimes you have an issue with communicating your needs to people. Just, okay. We got a blinking hand. Hello, ding dong. Me too. Sometimes I just suppress my needs. I think that it's going to create a fight. I think it's going to create more instability. It's easier just to grin and bear it. I want to encourage all of you today, especially my brother Caden, K Boogie. I want you to not. Does it bother you that I call you K Boogie?
Oh no, not at all.
Thank you, because I just started doing it. It's a vibe, it's like it's a flavor,
And I'm
and
feeling it. I'm feeling it.
it's so good. It's so good. And yeah, we got to speak up. We have to speak up in our lives. Closed mouths don't get fed. We are not going to get to the truth and wellness of who we are without telling these people what we want. And I want to empower everyone, because it's what we do in Love and Action Network. We have 3 E's here. We encourage, we equip, and empower. Meaning, in real time, I'm putting Katie on blast this morning because we're co-hosting, or color calling, or color commentary, or some shit. I'm working on it. I'm just the vessel. We are working together to encourage people, meaning that I want you to have a good day. I want you to feel encouraged to know that you're loved and lovable and have a great day. I want to equip you, meaning that like we got to find the OBS and the Restream, all of these things to get the message out there. We got to find the tools, Google Meet, whatever. We got to find the equipment to make it happen, right? That's what it's about, man. Like we got to, you've done it for me, like equipping me, and then encouragement, equipment, and empowerment, making sure that you feel powerful, very powerful in your lived experience. That's what we do here. And so that's what this is about this morning. For those of you trying to heal your throat chakra and your ability to rise up and speak, you may want to look around right now in your space for evidence of the color blue or turquoise. I see a blanket across the room that's turquoise. There's a little bit of blue in my wonderful scarf. Thank you, Angie, one of my true fans of Real Loves Club. There's blue. There's blue. You can allow yourself, and you can actually train yourself. A lot of people don't realize that your mind is so powerful. You have a powerful mind, and you can actually tell your mind how to think. Oh yes, you can communicate with yourself about how to feel about things. And I use the color blue to remind me of forgiveness, to remind me of calm, to remind me, mostly I wear blue when I want to be confident. Put some blue on before you leave the house and say, I'm wearing blue because I want to be confident today. And watch that rise within you. Remember, it's all your thinking makes it so. Okay? Whether you believe you can or you can't in life, your thinking makes it so. So I don't believe that for you people out here who are naysayers and think that Dr. Flo is weird and strange and spirituality and stuff, never for a second. That's other people. And some of them are in our midst. There are other people who think that the color blue is like, ooh, you're okay. I'm married to one. We balance the energy by saying that either you believe that the blue is making you confident, or you're using the blue to call yourself confident. I don't really care how y'all get there, as long as you get there. Okay? Is it like, is it the blue or am I the blue? I know that there's blue blood running through my veins, confidently so, scientifically so. Come on, somebody. You can always use blueberries, figs, blue raspberries, and lilac scents as well in order to start to conjure communication clarity. For those of you woo-woo people out there that love your crystals, and we do love crystals here, I'm just saying to y'all, do not think these rocks are charging you. You're charging you. So all on your crystals, I think Kate is grabbing stuff. Blue kyanite, blue calcite, lapis lazuli, apatite, sodalite. Did you grab one of them rocks? Which one is that?
This is a jasper, like brachiated jasper.
Yeah.
It connects me with all 7 of the chakras that I have over there going on, all the stones, all the.
Yes.
I got a whole little grid going on over there. It's nice.
And I love that you said intentionally, it connects me with. You gave me that power word this year, my dear brother. You gave me that connection. You plugged in a specific socket in the panel. And yes, these tools connect us with what we want and what we desire. I love that you said it connects me with the other chakras. It connects me with my alignment. It connects me with more of my stability. Oh, ice cream's so good. You've always had the power, though. Always had the power. Something tells. The more that I get to know you, I'm like, he always was a powerful mamma jamma. There was just clouds between him and the sun. But now that he's realizing that he is the sun, that he is the shiny object in the room, every time, oh, hallelujah, confident, capable, worthy, forgiven.
Sir. Yes, sir.
It's just so good. It's just so good. All right, I'm gonna keep going, y'all, because we gotta get into the day's readings. And for those of you joining, I'm Dr. Flo, a motivational singer and speaker. We remind you all every day at 10 o'clock in this slot that you are loved and lovable. And I'm working mostly in my life for the 800,000 people who feel so low in their vibrations that they don't want to be here. Everybody else is just getting the overflow of flow, right? And the overflow of Caden. And we're just here to hold space for love. We recognize that love is going to win. Okay. Some of y'all already know. Some of y'all already see that love is winning in your life. Okay. Love is winning. Love is healing my impatience. Love is healing my pride. Love is healing my mean streak. Love is saying, so for those of y'all who've been following, the Days of Our Lives and the Atlanta Housewives of Flow, this week was a rough week romantically. And I reached out to my community for support, and they did support me, but they did not support me without telling me about myself. You got to have people around your life. You got to have people around you in your life who will support you and love on you and give you that air hug or that real hug, but also tell you the truth about yourself. I speak on Throat Chakra Day, and they said, I got the hug, Kaden, but I also got a, what about you, Dr. Flo? What about what you've been doing, what you've been saying, and how you've been acting? I'm like, damn.
Doing a great job, because most people can't take that. Most people cannot not reflect on themselves and say, okay, maybe I need to take a step back and think. Having that humility is so important, because most people can't do that. And I realized that I was trying to expect that out of people. And I'm like, I don't got nothing to do with me. I don't gotta force you to do anything. I'm gonna do that. If you want to hop on the train, you can. If not, cool.
Cool. Yeah, I've been humbled. And for a long time, Caden, I was mad at the people who would try to humble me. You know what I mean? How dare you humble me? I'm Dr. Flo. You can't humble me. But in that humility, we find the truth and the grace of ourselves.
It's hard to find the difference between humility and pride, like having that balance, because you need pride, because it's going to let you know when somebody's not really like saying things out of love or like in your best interest. You really know when that happens. Some people just like to ignore it and take it all as bad. You can't do that. You can't take
it all as bad. Yeah, you have to find what I was talking about in therapy this morning, the middle path. Like there's somewhere in between pride and humility where you can be at peace with yourself and not be shitting on people trying to get your needs met. That's where I'm coming to. And it's all part of that nurture. Going back to the card that we pulled today, y'all, it's all about that nurture. It's not. Help me, whomever. Knowing your defects and knowing how you are broken is just part of the equation. I want to encourage y'all today, as you nurture yourself, don't stay in the brokenness of you. We all know the parts of us that can improve. Don't stay there. Don't stay just in the, why am I not this? Why am I not that? Why have I not fixed this yet? Why did I do that to that person? Why did I say that? Why did I behave in that way? Don't stay there. It's healthy to acknowledge what happened, but don't stay there. That's only half of it. Then begin to nurture and love yourself out of those harmful and toxic conditions. It's so important. It's so important. Thank you, Caden. You're just a rock star to me.
No problem. It's okay to take a step back, guys. It's okay to take a step back. Like I was saying yesterday, and I'm gonna say it again. The only thing that life or that anything in this life, love, your job, the career you're chasing, your own personal legend, whatever that may be, all it requires of you is to show up, be present, be aware. Don't ignore all the signs, because a lot of y'all are getting a lot of signs and you're just ignoring them, and you act like, oh, woe is me. You got all the signs there. You just, I don't know, you choose not to know. You have that fear, and I understand that fear because I was there for a long time. The fear of trying to do better for yourself, the fear of other people's opinions of you trying to do better for yourself. Who cares? As long as you're happy, who cares? You can, who cares?
Oof. I love a good who cares. That's why I'm letting it sit on the table for a second. I love a who cares. I love a good let that shit go. We affirm here that we let go of everything that does not serve us. Caden has identified in his life that there are things in his life that does not serve him. Who cares? Let it go and step into your fullness. Oh, now, I'm not saying he's a preacher, but I'm just saying he's a preacher. So I'm not saying he spits bars, but I'm just saying he spits bars. Okay, that's why I call him K Boogie. K Boogie has bars of love. I love it. When you're in balance in your throat chakra, and y'all can tell that my throat chakra is open, I realized though in this week that I have to open up my throat chakra more. I'm going to have to dope on my partner more. I'm going to have to love him more. I'm going to have to give him more words of affirmation. I'm going to have to like speak up. And for a person who prides themselves on being a professional Broadway credited, communicator, what you mean I got to say more? I got to communicate better? Yes, absolutely. Because when you're imbalanced in your throat chakra, you will try to manipulate people instead of communicate directly with them.
Some of y'all need to hear this. I'm getting a message, an incoming bulletin. Some of y'all get into relationships or are a part of relationships, and you wonder, why isn't this working well, or why does this happen every time? Well, I mean, there's only one easy answer and one simple answer, and it has to do with today. Throat chakra, communication, the most important thing that is neglected in every relationship, that should be on the top of the board, number one every time. There's nothing, it doesn't come second to anything. Anything is communication. Communication is number one. Y'all putting it as number two, number five. Well, guess what's at top of your list though? Sex, most likely. That's probably intimacy. That's where it is. That's your number one. That's your problem.
Have you been listening to my phone calls? Like, I feel like, keep going.
I just felt like that word needed to come out. I'm like, no, because you guys aren't, your value isn't in communication, and that's why your relationships aren't working. And that's why the relationship you may be in feels like it's always tense, or like, you guys feel like you can't express yourselves. That's why communication.
Yeah. And to expand this, like the universe expands, it's not just romance, like, because how you are in one area of your life is how you are in every area of your life. And so this is not just romantic relationships. Yes, some of us have been prioritized pleasure over communication, and it's really caused some problems. Hashtag me. And in every relationship, there's probably things that are not being said. And if you nurture the relationship through proper communication, love and care, you're right. Just communicating heart. Hey Loki, good morning. Meow meow. Just communicating from my heart and moving from my communications of my heart is beginning to heal things in every relationship I have. I'm not manipulating versus communicating with people. People who are imbalanced in their throat chakra or imbalanced in their ability to speak, and we all have this from time to time. You will try to manipulate people versus communicate. You won't be able to speak up to those in authority. Maybe somebody out there may not have gotten a raise for the last 5 years because you don't know how to ask for it, because you feel like the people might reject you in authority, or you're afraid of speaking up to authority when something bad is happening. You know that coworker is being mistreated or something's not happening right, but you don't want to put your job in jeopardy, so you just don't say anything. That could be a closed throat chakra. It's judgment, rejection, and silence from others, right? Some of us are using silent treatment as a way to manipulate people when we could say what we want to say out loud. That's one of my things. I learned many years ago that you could control people. It's not healthy. It's blown up in my face. It's blown up in my face. But trying to put people into a silent treatment, sure, they don't do what I say. I'll just remove my ashe or not talk to them or whatever. Silent treatment and being scared of judgment and rejection and manipulating people is all imbalanced. All imbalanced. There is good news, and we offer good news to everyone every day here. The good news is that if you want to come into alignment with who you really are and want to find your voice, you will affirm, I speak. I speak love. I speak harmony. I speak wholeness. I speak peace. And just affirming I speak and then plugging in to the equation what you desire. Some of y'all don't have what you want because you haven't even gone into the mirror. When Kaden first got here, I remember the day I didn't know you from a can of paint. I was like, you better find a mirror and tell yourself you're loved and lovable. But like speaking up, I speak love over myself. I speak positively over myself. You're talking about you. I shouldn't probably do this, but we're all family. Like, and it's all a lot of shit. But you're talking about with your beloved, which is universal. So I'm not picking on anybody. Learning to speak up for yourself and to talk about things out loud and finding your voice, to articulate your thoughts and feelings, and trusting yourself and trusting your intuition and trusting your discernment. Being able to be with quiet moments and expressive moments. Powerful. We're all worthy of speaking up and saying what we want. We're all worthy of having our needs met. From his beloved to my beloved to your beloved. Beloveds ain't got no beloveds. We all deserve to articulate our thoughts and feelings. And we also deserve, just coming off my week, I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning in real time. I'm learning on camera. I'm learning that when you do in a nurturing environment, going back to the card, you nurture a relationship by articulating your thoughts and feelings. You give people space to meet the need. Do you want to riff about that a little bit? Maybe without the specifics, but have you seen a pattern in your life of articulating your thoughts and feelings and then being pleasantly surprised when it actually works out good?
I'd say, this experience with me on these lives and everything, I didn't think I was as good, even like just to start off, like just as good as articulating my words and like getting my point across, when in actuality, I've been practicing this all my life pretty much, without even realizing it. And that's because I went through a long period where I wouldn't speak up and I'd like watch other people interact, or like, in high school, I pretty much knew everybody's business and drama, and it wasn't intentional at all. They would just speak around me, and I'm just like, what? Like I just knew too many things about too many people, and I'm like, you ain't a real friend of this person, but you're also not. Like, it's crazy. I'm like, what in the world is going on? But just learning from people and how they interact with each other, and like how that's changed as people have grown older and stuff, like that kind of teaches you about the world, especially when you're a person who pays attention. So like when somebody, it becomes more obvious when somebody's, one way or the other. When I say that, I mean like they're more negative or like, more positive thinking, like their life's going good, their life's not going good. They mean what they say versus they don't mean what they say, or they're just saying whatever. They're embellishing their stories. You get more familiar with that. Some people like to try to guess at it. You're not supposed to guess at it. You just kind of, you'll learn about that person or these people. But I mean, It just really comes down to experience, and we've been experiencing communication for a long time. A lot of people are very good at articulating themselves. They're just not used to doing so. So they're not good at it, so to speak.
And they're not good at it when they feel like the stakes are high. I'm the type of person that raises the stakes of a conversation so high. And I know I'm not alone. I will over-index a situation so high that I will almost become that little goat on the mountain. You know, that one goat that's standing on the mountain peak that's like, do I go down? Do I go up? Do I go down? Like, I can often...
Mr. Billy.
Yes!
Mr. Billy.
Mr. Billy. Mr. Billy. And then act so surprised when people don't know what I'm thinking or what I'm meaning or where I'm going. And we had to take responsibility for that. And we are. And it's working for us. Harmony and peace is being restored. So good.
It's okay to slow down. That is the one message you should get from today. It is okay to slow down when you're talking anything. Like, just slow down. Everyone, I feel like people, I know especially a lot of people in here, I know it for a fact, like to just get their point across as fast as they can. That without even thinking about it, they're trying to get it out. You're so worried about getting it out that you're not worried about what you're actually saying. So just slow down. Mm-hmm. Just slow down, enunciate. Use your words. Like, you don't have to get it all out right there. You got the whole time for the conversation. And if you can't finish it now, you can finish it another time. It is okay to leave a conversation where it's at and come back to it. Usually it's for the better, believe me.
To leave it alone. Yeah. Tara in the comments is saying harmony, finding harmony in this communication. Tara's saying a lot of snacks this snow. She's a fan of the snow. It's a good look. It's falling ever so gently. The lights. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. All right, we're gonna do our theme of the week, which is integrity. We're gonna read about integrity today. I believe it's a short read. We are in week 2 of this year. We're reading through 52 Weeks of Conscious Contact, a meditation for connecting with higher power, yourself and others. It's by Melody Beattie. And for those of you who are reading along with us through this text, we're in week 2, integrity. It's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're in day 5, which in the text is on page 10. Okay. It goes like this, Kaden. It says, play a little game with yourself. Find the value in each situation you find yourself in today. Play a little game with yourself. Play a little game with yourself. Have fun with life. Find the value in each situation you find yourself in today. The action step is you don't live in utopia yet. Forgo naivete. I love that word. Naivete. Forgo naivete.
Sounds like a Harry Potter spell.
Naivete. Lambrusco naivete. When I'm conjuring my best, I say Cardi B's real name. You know her name is like Bercalis Alamenzar. Did you know that? So sometimes when we're around the house, I'll say Bercalis Alamenzar. Yes. Forgo naivete. Protect yourself when others display a lack of integrity. Work on living by your values. Could you riff for a couple minutes about how you in life have found a healing presence in protecting yourself against other people's integrity? Because you can only control your integrity. What do you do, Kaden, when someone shows you that they lack integrity? How do you protect yourself?
Well, in the situation very recently, I had a friend and, her girlfriend, we pretty much fell out because I called her out for some stuff that I thought she was doing behind the scenes, and it turns out she was doing it behind the scenes, but that's a story for another day. But eventually I brought it, back up, like after me and my girl apologized and everything. But after that, I brought up how I felt like it was unfair because she threw Anaya under the bus, but she didn't take any accountability for herself. She did at the park. And I was like, no, like that's not cool. And so I brought it up, and they, you know what they told me? And they were like, why are you still thinking about this? And like, what? It's only been like, because he said he needed time or whatever. The boyfriend needs time when it had nothing to do with him. But he needed time because he was so mad at me and what I said. I'm like, I didn't even think about it at the time, but it just made no sense. But anyway, so pretty much he need time and stuff. And they told pretty much just neglected my feelings. And then, you know, she texts me later talking about how what everything Anaya's done and blah, 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 and trying to get me to like be mad at her for some reason. Like, she told me this, she told me that. I'm like, my girl actually talks to me. Like, I know all these things. And also, like, you know, her whole thing about putting a spell on me and stuff. I'm like, I cook now too and stuff. But I didn't even respond to her. I responded to my friend. And I was like, you know, I'm like, I'm not talking to her no more. Like, I'm not making the same mistake I did before. I'm not like, no, I'm talking to you. And then he says some like, I changed and stuff. And I was like, and he said, I changed and not for the better.
That's crazy.
I told that man, I said, okay, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm getting better every day. So, I mean, I'll leave you alone now. And we ain't talked since. And I hope it stays that way, to be honest, because he got a lot to learn, and that girl he got ain't it, because she got issues. But hey, everybody got issues. She's still loved and lovable. He's still loved and lovable. But they got to be loved, and they got to believe they're loved and lovable first. And people don't understand that. If you don't believe you're loved and lovable, and it's not going to come through anyway, because you're not going to be receptive. To believe you're loved and lovable is more than just surface level. You got to be real with yourself. Loving yourself is being real with yourself, honest with yourself. This ain't this. Everybody thinks other people are supposed to lead the way, or other people are supposed to teach you what that means. It's like, no, you know yourself for your insecurities and stuff. It's you that has to face that. Nobody else knows. You know. So, but then when you show people your actions, they learn, and then they know. And then you look crazy. But I digress.
No, you didn't digress, especially when these people got more issues than a National Geographic. Okay? You have to learn how to distance yourself. It sounds like your protection happened in opening your throat chakra, speaking what you saw from your intuition, and then once you saw that it was not aligned, it's time for distance. I'm going to protect my energy, protect my ashe, protect my peace. Which some of us are just now learning in life, that you can be protective of your peace and have it.
Right. And just real quick, I think that, you know, the weirdest thing to me was like, you know, they talked about, you know, how much we were friends before, like, you know, I met and like we're supposed to be like friends, like, and I even said like the reason why this happens is because of lack of communication, because that was just the basic of it. So what is their decision? What is their solution for the problem? Not to communicate, and to just cut off all communication. And I'm like, you just completely disregarded every defense you had, because you're talking about communication and like how much we were friends before, but apparently we're not friends enough to communicate and talk this through like adults, especially when your girl hasn't even taken her own responsibility, but you're over here blaming my girl for everything. Like, and y'all think y'all gonna come back in my life later probably. And I'm like, no. They probably expected me to chase them and apologize. I do not care. Y'all the ones in the wrong. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm living my best life right now. I'm in the most positive space I've ever been.
Yes.
Our whole relationship was based off of playing. Me and like his relationship was based off playing the video game pretty much. And then she was just there. Like, I don't know what you want from me. I'm not even really connected with y'all anyway. And it shows. It shows because you've shown me that we're not connected the way we thought. We called each other brothers, but unlike family, you ran away and decided I wasn't worth the time to talk to. But you're going to expect to come back down the line later in my life. Like, you're crazy. You're either in here for the long haul or you're gone. I'm sorry. And that's how you have to protect your life. People are either in it for you for the long haul, or they're going to show you they're not. So, and that's okay. And it's hard to, I'm not going to lie to you, it's hard to tell the difference between, like, you know, when you're right and when you're wrong sometimes, especially when humans are involved, because they try to throw their own or like project their own insecurities on you and stuff. You got to be mentally right with yourself up here. And sometimes that takes, like we're talking about today, nurturing yourself, taking a step back, figuring things out, thinking about, you know, how you interact with people, how you really just interact with people, how you carry yourself. How you carry yourself is important. If your home ain't in order, you ain't going to have nothing in order. Your business not going to be ordered. Nothing's going to be in order. Get your home in order before you do anything. If your home's not in order, everything else is going to be in disarray. Just like the chakras. You got one chakra that's out of order, which everybody in here is going to have one chakra that's at least out of order. Like, nobody has their chakras completely aligned. I'm sorry, you don't.
Say that.
If we did, we'd be miles ahead as a human society if everybody's chakra points was balanced. Let me tell you, but they're not. So take care of them and take a step back. That's it. Just nurture yourselves.
Woo! I'm gonna read the card one more time to close. You are just a fiery somebody. I just, my God, I got. Oh my God, it's so amazing. Ice cream's so good. Ice cream's so good. I'll read the card one more time so I don't like this. This room cannot be 3 hours today, but he and I can just chat about life and what it means to nurture your sacred siblings and to live life. I'm so happy to hear you say that you are living the best days of your life. As your brother and your friend and community partner and Pamela Ding Dong, you know, I'm very happy that you are in the best days. And I want you to stay right there in that loved and lovable vibration because
Absolutely.
yeah, it's really it. You look, the gift. As one of my favorite songs says, the gift looks good on you, and you wear it well, Caden.
Thank you. I mean, it took 20 years to get here. I've hated myself for 20 years. I'm 27. I'm 27, and I've hated myself for about 20 years, probably more. I'm not going back there. I've wasted 20 years. I'm not going back. There ain't no point in time I'm going to go back. If I do go back, it's going to be like for a day. And then I'm going to be better because I don't want to go back there and I don't have any intention to go back there. The dark place is a real dark place. Like some people try to find comfort in it. Don't find comfort in it. Do not find comfort in that dark space. It is not the safe space you think it is. When your dark space becomes your safe space, everything is obscured. It's a real dark place. Believe me.
Woo.
Love yourselves. Love yourself. Choose the light. Choose to love yourself. Even if you have to carry a flashlight, I don't care if you got to like stumble in the dark for a little bit. Find the flashlight and turn it on. Like if you need batteries, find the batteries too. Some of y'all act like when y'all got multiple steps to do to get better, y'all just don't want to do it. Like, well, there's a choice. You really want to be in your life just stuck in the dark. All your life, you want to be stuck in the dark. That's what you want. But then you're going to be mad upset at others because you're stuck in the dark. For what? Choose to pick up the flashlight and turn it on. I mean it. And then after you turn on the flashlight, guess what you can do? Nurture yourself. Find the door. And then take it from there.
Ice cream's so good. Ice cream's so good. I'm so blessed to be in community with you. I'm gonna read this card one more time. I'm gonna do a quick meditation with folks because Andrew reminded me last night that I used to do affirmations, but I drifted off because of life. And so we'll just do our repeating affirmations and then we will be on our way. But I got to let you know that you are a gift to this world and you are a gift to this community. And I don't even have the space or energy or time right now. I mean, I have the space and energy. I just don't have the time right now to cry to you as my brother about what a gift you are, and the strength and courage and confidence and vulnerability of you. But I need you to know that you are right at the right place at the right time for the heart of me. And thank you for co-hosting today and helping me lift these very, very heavy ideas and concepts and conversations. We're not meant to do it alone. I'm very, very grateful. Today's card is nurture, folks. We pulled it from the deck. It didn't make me stop. And what we got today's card is nurture. It says it's okay to want to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to myself, days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel and take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. Finding a comfortable seat. We acknowledge that the first time that I say the affirmation, it is for your head to think about whether or not you are in agreement, because you don't have to be in agreement with anything other than what you want to be in agreement with and what you want to be aligned to, as we find that flashlight that Caden so eloquently and awesomely spoke of. Affirmations help us turn on the flashlight. In fact, affirmations might be, to take your metaphor a further, to tag team. Um, the affirmations may just be the batteries for the light, you know. And so we're gonna find the batteries
You
now.
just turn the light bulb on.
Yes, it's so good to find the batteries. Them D batteries, the big ones, the big mamma jammas. So powerful. Okay, so finding a comfortable seat this morning. We're so grateful to be with Kate in Boston this morning. K6, a lot of snacks. Our dungeon master, who does not stay in the dungeon forever, y'all. This guy is so light. Like, it's a light-filled dungeon. He's our dungeon master and gaming master for Love and Action Network, and keeps us playing and having conversations around there, engaging our play and joy. Thank you for being here and finding a comfortable seat. First time for your head, and then second time we'll just repeat it to ourselves. I'll say it out loud, but just repeat it to yourself. Or if you're out there, say it out loud and just allow it to be an anchor for your day. Allow it to be the batteries in your flashlight in these dark times. I'm so grateful for that metaphor. I really needed it. We know that we can go from East Coast to West Coast in the complete dark with just the light of our headlights. And we're shining that light. It's just so good. Finding a comfortable seat, we now affirm this morning that we are so grateful, so happy and grateful to be here, and to affirm that I honor my truth. I honor my truth. I have everything that I need. I have everything that I need. I am enough. I am enough. I am grateful. I am grateful. I choose to go with the flow. I choose to go with the flow. I am confident. I am confident. I am present. I am present. I am supported. I am supported. I am worthy. I am worthy. I let go of what does not serve me. I let go of what does not serve me. I am strong. I am strong. I am patient. I am patient. I trust the process. I trust the process. I love myself. Big, big one. I love myself. I am doing my best. I am doing my best. I respect my journey. I respect my journey. I am rich. Oh, yes. I am rich. Katie was clapping for I'm rich. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I can't wait to show champagne. I cannot wait. Like, I cannot wait to toast champagne with you. I cannot wait. I'm abundant. I am abundant. And I choose to find happiness. I choose to find happiness. Was there one of those, Caden, that really rose up for you more than the others, or?
I love myself, because when I started doing that, everything really fell into place. Some of you guys think you love yourselves. You're not there. You got to take care of yourself daily. You got to really keep up with yourself, because sometimes when you guys, are overloaded or overexhausted, you keep working. Like I said, like we're talking about today, it's very important. You got to nurture yourself. You have to plant the seeds. You can't just grow money trees on any planet. I'm sorry about that. It's unfortunate, I know, but
it sucks.
You got to plant the seeds. If you really want to grow some money trees, hey, go germinate a couple plants, plant your own seeds. Hey, go do it. More power to you. But you ain't doing nothing without no seeds. So you get to toiling. Get to toiling.
So good. The work is great. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of all suffering. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of all suffering. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of all suffering. And may a bigger love today grow big, 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 and just flood your heart and flood your soul and flood your mind with the goodness of the universe and the goodness that's there for you. May you see the good in your life. May you see the good in all things, and may you rise to meet your challenges with love, peace, and hope. As above, so below, as above, so below, as above, so below. Thank you, higher power. Thank you, higher power in me. You do all things well. Thank you for the synergy. Thank you for the connection. Thank you for the freedom. We stand amazed at the love of our hearts. We stand amazed. My brother Caden and I would like to invite you all into our happy network, our happy, healthy, and free of all suffering network. Caden, our resident dungeon master, has been creating all kinds of live streams and opportunities for us to connect to the gaming channel through Telegram in our network. And you can visit lovedandlovable.org to join our membership and to link arms with us as we get free in this life. We also have an official membership on a platform called Halo, where we will email you and also text message you when you're going live. And also, there are at least 50 conversations of varied topics that you can jump into through our Telegram groups, and they go 24/7 because some of us sleep and some of us don't. But even when we don't sleep, we have community that we can lean into before going back to bed. To know that you're not alone in the world and that people are there to encourage you, equip you, and empower you to be better every day. And as Caden said, he is, and we are getting better and better all the time. Lovedandlovable.org for details, and we will see you all tomorrow. Higher power willing and the creek don't rise for more loved and lovable fun from Love in Action Network. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you tomorrow.